Tens of thousands of people are fleeing Syria's third-largest city Homs amid reports that rebels are closing in, just over a week since they launched their lightning offensive. The rebels seized Hama to the north on Thursday, a second major blow to President Bashar al-Assad, who lost control of Aleppo last week. The leader of the Islamist militant group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, Abu Muhammad al-Jalani, told residents of Homs, "Your time has come." Rebel forces began the biggest offensive against Syria's government in years last week. They have been advancing south, and Homs would be the next stop on the road to the capital Damascus. Advertising. Their offensive is the swiftest battlefield advance by either side since the Syrian civil war began 13 years ago, exposing the weakness of the country's military. Terrified members of President Assad's Alawite minority community are rushing to leave Homs, with video footage showing roads jammed with cars. What is happening in northwestern Syria and why now? Follow live updates on this story. The rebels' Joint Operations Center says its fighters have passed through two towns on the way to Homs, Rastan and Talbisa, and are now within 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles, of the city. The BBC has not been able to verify these movements, but the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, SOHR, a UK-based war monitor, is also reporting them. Earlier, the SOHR said Russian warplanes had bombed a bridge in Rastan to try and slow the rebel advance. After the Syrian military lost control of Hama following days of fighting, it is not clear whether it will be able to defend Homs. Homs is a strategic city that links Damascus to the Alawite heartland on the Mediterranean coast. The Alawites are a minority sect of Shia Muslims from which the Assad family originates. They have long formed a major support base for Assad rule and are key to the president's grip on power. Assad has vowed to crush the rebels and accused Western powers of trying to redraw the map of the region. But analysts say his forces are demoralized, dealing with low pay and corruption in the ranks. He announced a 50% pay rise in recent days, according to state news agency Sanaa. Russia and Iran, the regime's most important allies, have declared continued support for Assad, but they have not provided the kind of military assistance that so far has been propping up his rule, and Moscow is now urging Russian nationals to leave the country.